Today, we're going to dive deep into one of the most profound truths there is, this incredible link between our deepest, realest suffering and a hope that is absolutely unbreakable. Let's get right into it.
You feel it, don't you? I mean, really feel it. The pressure of just getting through the day, the weight of the news, our own personal heartaches. There's this undeniable tension in the air, a kind of groaning, a feeling that things aren't right, but also that something better is just around the corner.
You know, to really get the power of this message, you have to picture the world it was first spoken into. On one hand, you had the promise of Rome, glory, right now, through power, through conquest. It demanded your strength. But then, there was this other promise, a completely different one from God. It talked about a glory that was still to come, a glory not won by conquering others, but by resurrection. And it didn't demand strength, it required hope.
And right into that world of pressure, the Apostle Paul makes this staggering declaration in Romans chapter 8, verse 18. He says, "For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us." Now listen closely. This isn't him saying our pain isn't real, not at all. It's a radical resizing of our entire perspective in light of a future that is absolutely certain.
And this isn't based on some kind of wishful thinking or emotional hype. The actual Greek word he uses here is logizomai. It's an accounting term. It means to calculate, to reason, to do the math. So think of it like this. Paul is an accountant. He's putting all the pain of this life on one side of the ledger. And on the other side, he's putting the guaranteed glory that's coming. And his final calculation, it's not even a contest. There's simply no comparison.
Okay, so this is a powerful hope. But is it just for us? Is it just a personal comfort we hold on to while the rest of the world just kind of falls apart around us? Or is this promise actually much, much bigger than that?
And the answer to that is a resounding no. The world around us, the material world, it isn't just cosmic garbage to be thrown away. It was subjected to frustration and futility for a reason, but it was subjected in hope. And because of that, right now, all of creation is waiting with this eager, almost personal longing. The whole of creation is in this state of hopeful, intense waiting. It's like the mountains and the oceans and the trees themselves remember what they were created to be, back in the garden, and they can sense what they're going to be again. This story that started in Genesis, it's not over. It hasn't been abandoned. It's all pointing toward a future that is just gloriously new. So, knowing this cosmic reality completely reframes our personal struggles. What about our own waiting, our own groans when we face sickness or loss or injustice? What does that mean? Well, here's the amazing thing. Our groaning is not a sign that our faith is failing. Actually, it's the very sound of a faith that knows this isn't the end of the story. See, just as creation groans for its freedom, we groan inside for the day we fully become who we were meant to be as God's children. Our groans are in harmony with all of creation's. And right there, in that moment of weakness, the Spirit Himself is right there with us helping us.
Now this all sounds beautiful, right? But I know what you might be thinking. When the pain is real, when it's sharp, and the waiting just goes on, how can we be absolutely sure this isn't just a nice story? How do we know this hope is for real?
Our hope is certain, because it isn't anchored in an idea, it's anchored in a person and an event. Jesus Christ, the man of sorrows. He didn't stand off to the side watching the world's pain from a distance. No, He came down and entered right into the middle of creation's suffering. He took on its decay and its death from the inside out.
His resurrection is what the Bible calls the first fruits. Now, if you were a farmer back then, the first fruits were the very first best part of your harvest, and bringing them in was your tangible proof, your ironclad guarantee that the rest of the harvest was real and it was coming. Christ's resurrection is that for us. It is the ultimate proof that suffering and death do not get the last word.
This changes everything. It really does. It means that when we groan, it's not the sound of despair or doubt. Groaning is the sound of hope under pressure. It's the sound a heart makes when it has tasted how good God is, and it just aches for the day when He makes all things new.
So, because Jesus passed through suffering and into glory, our waiting isn't pointless. It's not passive. It's an active, gut-level faith, absolutely certain of the promise that's coming. We don't suffer toward nothingness. We wait toward glory. And that glory is guaranteed by the one who entered the groaning for us and came out the other side victorious. In Him, our groaning is being transformed into a song of hope.